have people join. Oh, that's new. Did you guys hear that or no?
Yeah, that was creepy. I've never heard it before.
No, I didn't either.
Oh, has it been that long since I've been on Zoom? Well, it has been, but I'm like, I've never heard it say that before. So anyways, I'm just going to get this recorded, and then obviously I'll try, or Rock will try to convert it to YouTube, and then we can push it out to people. So obviously super exciting. I had to grieve for just a real tiny moment that it wasn't for 80 and 200 Ks, because I'm like, oh, son of a gun, like this isn't.
Oh, it's not for 80 and 200 Ks, no.
4 and 12.
4 and 12, that's it. So then I was like, but you know what? I've hit it once. It's not about me. It's about my team. So pull your shit together.
Oh.
What's that?
We can boost your volume though.
Well, yeah. And I mean,
yes.
It'd be amazing too, but I'm just like, you know what? It's not about me. It's also about my team. And like you said, if you guys are hitting your bonuses and winning, like, then I'm still winning. Everybody wins. So I'm like, nope, Heather, pull your act together and like, let's just collaborate and think of ways and what we can do for the team. So my thought process was that I feel like when we did the Ultimate Thriver Challenge group, I feel like that went really well. Like, because for one, it's people that wanted to be there. It was people that we're all going for the same goals, the same things. And I think that's the biggest thing when these bonuses come out. We're amped at first, we're jacked, but then like, you know, you can only find that motivation for so long. Like you have to make a decision, number one, that you're just going to do it, because motivation is only going to get you so far without action. And then also just having that accountability with a group of people or a partner. So I'm kind of doing this twofold. So kind of my thought process is I want to figure out exactly who wants to run for it within the teams. And yeah. And so, I mean, like, I want to help focus on you guys and helping you guys get to your goals, running promotions for you guys, doing all different kinds of things. So we have I literally have a whole couple pages full of notes of lists. So I might not get through all of it. I don't know. But basically, first and foremost, I thought what we would do is establish who wants to go for it. So I would be challenging each one of my frontline promoters, which are you guys. And then I will then, whoever wasn't on the Zoom tonight, I'm going to write my list of people. So my first challenge to you guys would be to write a list of your people that are promoters on your team. Reach out to them, because we cannot assume that we know what people want. And sometimes people are just afraid. Sometimes they don't see the emails. Sometimes they don't think they could do it. So they've already said they can't do it before it even started. And so they just think, I'm not like so-and-so. I'm not like this person. I'm not even thriving for free. I don't even have customers. I don't have this. I don't have that. And so then all of a sudden you already have said you can't do it before you even started. So that's where we need to come in, and we need to be the encouragement and be like, okay, well, people start at 0 every day and go 12K in a month. They do.
Yeah.
And the biggest difference that I can see with those people is they are loud, they're proud, they're adding to their networks every single day. They're, you know, consistent, they're in their stories, they're hungry and they want it, and they're just going to do it. So we need to figure out who those people are within our networks. And then even if they're not in our network, if you know somebody that is struggling financially, we don't normally reach out with the opportunity, but if it's somebody you know and you feel like they could possibly benefit from it, I mean, it never hurts by asking. Like, it's like, hey, this is here for you. I don't know if it's for you. If it is, we have an accountability group that we're going to be teaching and showing people what to do, what to post. So we're going to be helping you, guide you. Because my thought process with the accountability group, twofold, we would have the people in this accountability group that we're going to have. So first of all, our jobs are going to be reaching out to our promoters, seeing where they're at, seeing if they want to be a part of it, because naturally their volume is going to boost your volume. you're helping them, they're helping you, like everybody is helping and it's pushing everyone's volume up. And secondly, then I think we need to have an accountability partner, at least one person. Ideally, it would be in your downline because you would want to try to grab somebody and pull somebody up. And then if there's people that don't really have a downline, then maybe they can like tag team and be like side sisters and help each other to, you know, be accountable to somebody, because again, it's easy to quit on ourselves. But if we have somebody to have to be accountable to, then, you know, I feel like we do better. So that's my first thought to get this ball rolling. Did you have something to say right away?
Not on that part.
Okay. So already perched. So then what I was thinking about in the accountability group, then basically, I mean, I will say it's kind of crazy. Like, I don't know if it's just the timing. I don't know if I've been trying to be more consistent in my stories, but I have just been having like so much more interactions in my story, so much, for the last month, I would say I've really just been trying to be super consistent with showing me taking my product every day, like holding my capsules, showing me with my crazy messy hair, whatever, just being real and raw and like, this is me in my bed head, here's my jumper cables, like whatever. And I've been having so many people reaching out. I've been doing more polls in my story. And today I had 4 interactions on my poll that were from Thrivers who have either sampled 4 years ago and never ordered, or old Thrivers that are in our network but just have been inactive primarily because their promoters are inactive. And so, but it gave me an opportunity. One ended up saying like, no, I'm not actually interested, but thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. But the point is she did interact on it, and it got me in her inbox and opening that door. And even though she said she's not interested today, now she might just keep on watching and then eventually she might join. But so what I would want to do in this accountability group is just literally like share what we're doing, you know. Today, make sure that you post a Lavelle fan page story. It sounds so stupid and simple, but you guys, like, I can honestly say, like, I don't know that I've posted a Lavelle fan page story in like 5 days or better. And it just, life happens and you just sometimes get out of the groove of things. And so Rack and I were talking about, I don't know if this is something that you guys would be interested in, because I want to do what's going to work for you guys and what you feel will help you be successful. So we were thinking about like doing like, basically like we could do like weekly or daily challenges, like whatever that looks like, help each other out, or else like kind of like when we had the Ultimate Thriver group, like, hey, like Lindsay Coggin calls them like her 3-2-1s, Maria calls it 5-4-3-2-1, like whatever we want to go off of, then we would like maybe just say that we did that. Maybe if you guys need to see more face-to-face action, if we need to do like Zooms a couple times a week and a different person can host them and share what they're doing, or just see where people are at, like whatever you guys think is going to help you the most. But we also thought about doing like a challenge, like, so like Maria with her 5-4-3-2-1, it's a daily thing, but sometimes like life happens, we're all busy. Karen's got tons of grandkids that she helps out with. Jess has got 4 girls that are teenagers and she's chasing around. Obviously, I have a new baby now and 4 kids at home. Like life is just crazy. It's end of school. It's all the things. So I'm like, sometimes every day I feel like if you miss a day, I feel like people can be defeated by it. And that's the whole thing. Like, I don't want people to feel defeated. Obviously, we want to keep people encouraged. So Rack and I were thinking about doing like a spreadsheet, and not necessarily a Monday through Sunday thing, but like a weekly thing. So weekly, like share 3 fan page stories, you know, from the fan page. Boom, 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 check. There's 3 points. make sure that you put your products in your story every single morning, because you're showing consistency that you're doing your product every morning in your story. It's real, it's raw, you're showing you, and people like to see that. Like, they're interested in you. That's why they're in your story. Because if they're not interested in you, they're not going to watch your story, period. Like, the story, like Megan Shaughnessy said, it's like an invitation into your bedroom. Like, if they're in your story, it's because they want to be there.
Right.
They're interested in you. So they want to see you. So I've started to go like live in my stories and like do some of that a little bit more. Felt weird and awkward, but I've gotten more interaction since I started doing that, because again, people want to see your face, they want to hear your voice. So anyways, getting products in there every single morning. So every morning that you would do that, there would be like 7 check boxes for that. Like, so boom, you did that, check. And then like maybe you sent all your birthday messages. That would be another, check. On Tuesday, it's Transformation Tuesday. So did you post your Transformation Tuesday, and did you put other people's transformations in your story? Because we can utilize other people's transformations off of the fan page, put them in there, use their first name like they're your person, because nobody knows that they're not.
Right.
Like, so on a training that I just seen recently, somebody was like, I don't care if you have 0 volume, act like you're winning. Like, we have all these stories, all these thrivers, this huge community. So you can take somebody who just got their auto bonus and be like, congratulations, Sarah, you just got your free car. They don't know if it's a free car with you or who, like, and you're not claiming them, but you're congratulating them. And another thing that hit me is that I feel like I've always shied away from sharing the opportunity because I don't want to sound salesy. I don't want to sound greedy, but I'm like, but no, like, this is a business. And so why would anybody ever want to join me if I'm not showing success, and I'm not showing growth, and I'm not showing that our business is free to join, and that it's auto bonus day, and oh, it's Tuesday, I got paid again. Like, people think there's no money in direct marketing. So if I'm not showing an email picture that I got paid today, well, do they think I even get paid? Do they think I don't get paid? Like, and so we would do like check boxes for all that. And then Rack and I, like, I don't know what the point system would look like quite yet, because we just like kind of came up with this really quick. But like, let's say you got 30 points for the week, because maybe that would be like an ideal, like, decent week. Not perfect, but just like you are actively working your business. Then anybody who got that point system and above, then we would do like a weekend promo, like, from us, free bottle of Sculpt for new customers, or anybody who orders $100 or more, this weekend gets $20 in credits. Like, you get the idea. Like, we would just come up with different promotions so that obviously we would be rewarding you for doing your daily activities. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then obviously we're at the same time, we're also teaching other people, because like, I know you two know how to do all this. I'm preaching to the choir on it. But the point is that other people within our network, they don't all know how to do this.
Right.
And it feels overwhelming to them, and they don't know where to get started. And so when we talk about a $4,000 bonus, they're like, I'm not even thriving for free. That's not even possible for me. But if we can be like, but we can show you, and we can guide you. And some people literally do not, I was saying to Rec, like, we have so many people on our team that never, ever, ever post in their stories, ever. And it's probably because they just don't even know how. Like,
Well, and the good thing is eventually that'll become a habit then.
yeah, yeah.
So.
And that's the thing, is like, we're creating momentum, consistency, and habits of like what we should be doing every single day anyways, especially if we want to be growing a business. And it sounds like a lot, but it's just getting into the groove of it. So that's why I wanted to do it more like a weekly thing and not a daily thing,
Mhm.
because I feel like the daily thing could feel too overwhelming. And I don't want anyone to be penalized because, like, oh, you didn't post your product in your story today, so looks like you're out. Like, we don't want that. Like, we want to keep people encouraged and eventually just, kind of build that momentum. And I just think like anybody who does this, and then we stay consistent and accountable, obviously, with you guys, because for us, like, life has been crazy this year. And I tried to be consistent and then I fall. And then I've yo-yoed a lot this year because obviously life has happened. But this is obviously going to help me to be consistent. And our teams are only going to move as fast as we move. So if they don't see us moving, they don't see us working, they don't see us active, they're not going to be active. And then also, nobody else is going to want to join us if they're not seeing us doing things and showing that, hey, this business is free. And I think it's okay to, in your story, be like, hey, like, would $4,000 help you? We have an accountability group, or we have, maybe you wouldn't want to call it an accountability group, but we have
A gathering of like-minded individuals
yeah,
that share common goals that want to succeed in life.
yeah, like
Yeah,
That
whatever.
also would like $4,000.
Yeah, exactly. And so like, but those are things you could put in your poll, in your story.
Mhm.
Like, what would $4,000 do for your family? Ask that question. If you had an extra $4,000, what would you use it for? And
Mhm.
then it just gives you that open door to reach out to people. And the other biggest thing is just like making sure that we are adding people to our networks daily, whether it's adding people to follow on Instagram and then interacting on their stories and their posts. Obviously, people too that are like-minded that you can have things in common with. That is how this business grows. And I kind of got away from it. And lately I've been just adding people on Facebook left and right. And my 4 new samplers are those new people I just added.
Wow.
But it's just like, again, like, you don't know that they might not have anybody sharing Thrive on their Facebook's Loud and Proud.
Right.
And I think we just think, oh my gosh, like, we just like beat a dead horse with this. But we should, like, you guys, I'm 7 days postpartum, and it is like zero comparison, like zero. It, like, I can't even explain it. Like, it's insane. After having our other babies, every single second they were sleeping, I was sleeping with them, and I am just up.
You need a
Like,
nap.
Welcome back.
I'm like, I feel so freaking amazing. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's the year I had, but at the same time, I'm like, you can't fake not being tired. Like
Right.
you can't. I'm just like, I've been like showering every day, like everything. Like, I remember when I had Triton, like, I don't think I showered for almost a week. It was like obnoxious. Like, I was just like, and it's like, yeah, it's my first kid. I get that. But it's like, life felt so crazy. I'm just like, I don't even know what I'm going to do or how I'm going to get through this. But it's like, how many other moms are out there that are feeling exactly how I was feeling?
Yeah.
And like, that I can help. And like, so I'm just like, we obviously know what we have, so we need to share it loud and proud. And I think like our stories are a great place to do that. And then plus, like, some people are really insecure about posting on their social media, like right on their walls. So like, stories are a great place to like help them, get started.
And it's gone in 24 hours. So like
Yeah.
they don't have to feel
Like, if
like
they
it's gonna
mess
be
it
there
up.
forever, and it's like, wow, if it looks stupid. Listen, I've done some stupid stuff on it. I'm not even, it's stuff that didn't look right, didn't do it doesn't matter. It was still on there. And then about those Lavelle stories, last month got one customer and her husband literally because of the stories.
Mhm.
I've been friends with them for probably 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, she's a dispatcher.
Yeah, and she was basically like, I mean, she posted it. She was like, I've watched and read these stories for over a year, and finally, yeah. So it is, they are super, super important to have them and to search for them. I've again gone back and found ones that are sent specific to people. If I knew that they're so you do the poll, and they have the poll of tired mama or lose weight, and then you find the story, and you'd be like, hey, check this out. You almost let Lavelle do the work for you.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's just like figuring out a new way. Like, so Rack and I were talking about this, like when we first started doing Thrive, like, I mean, yeah, we posted loud and proud, like on our actual Facebooks. I know that I got hid, deleted, blocked. I had people specifically telling me how annoying I was on Facebook. And I was just like, I don't care. Like, I literally was just like, I would literally even make posts that say, I know that people are annoyed with me because they've told me to my face and I don't care. Like, if you knew what this product was doing for me, you would be posting this loud and proud too. Like, and I'm not going to stop. And so if you don't like it, then leave. Like, I didn't care. And it was like, but that is when we had the largest growth at the same time. It's like when we were like insanely loud, we didn't give a shit what people thought. And we were just like, we know what we have.
Yeah, baby ears.
Yeah. Baby ears have been hearing more F-bombs than I'll ever hear in this whole
Lord have mercy.
like for the last 3 months especially. So yeah, he's fine, trust me. And I'm his mom, so he will learn that my 2 favorite F words are food and the F word.
F.
So yeah. But anyways, so but yeah, we're just like, we just got to get back to like being loud and proud. And so like for us, especially like in our stories, we're really loud and there too. So and then obviously posting other things where I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it, we're at a great advantage now that we have a baby because people love babies. So I'm like, okay, I post a picture of the baby. I'm trying to be very strategic with this. Sorry, Cash, that I am kind of using you. But I will post a picture of him because they see that first. And they're like, oh, baby, and they click on it. And then right after that, then I'll have something about Thrive.
Yeah.
So finding ways to reel people into your story. And so like I have baby, but maybe for you it's funny or inappropriate memes or your cat or
Josh has the inappropriate memes covered.
But that's Dustin too. Like Dustin is constantly posting inappropriate stuff, and it gets me to click it. Tiffany did the other day.
Yeah, she did. I was like, whoa, is this role reversal?
Yeah, it was like a finger or something.
It was a thumb and being like, how's your vision?
Yeah.
Like,
yes, that's the one that got me. I was like, what in the world is going on over there?
But did you click on it?
I did.
And I did.
Sure did.
I did too. And so that's the point though. It's like figuring out how to reel those people into your stories because obviously.
Well, I wanted to add before I forget, because we know that I will if I don't say it. I have had so many people say that, like people that have watched for a year, even 6 months, they're like, that one story you shared this one time, and they can remember which one they related to. Yeah. And so that's why, Paul is always like, share those stories. You do not know which one relates with what person. And it's so true because we all have really different experiences, but maybe what somebody else went through in Texas, that wrote up their story and shared is exactly what your neighbor's going through, So I'll never forget that because that was so true. Like, I think it was 2 or 3 people, actually my last 3 customers all said that one story you shared. And I'm like, hot dang.
I get that all the time.
I agree.
And I've been playing around with it too. Sometimes I'll like post if it's like off the fan page, I'll take their picture and I'll post like their transformation first, and then I'll copy the words, and then I'll put the words in a text post right after it so that that's also on my story. again, because some people are just kind of primarily story watchers. Some people don't do a lot of scrolling. It's kind of like Snapchat, you know. I can't believe how many people.
Well, and if they're still trying to be secret, all secretive or,
Yeah.
in the closet, I mean, they can read that story without anybody being able to be like, hey, I seen you, like it's a little different than watching your story. They can read a story without being outed right away. So if they still feel like they need to watch, for them, it's kind of their safety zone. I mean, that's what I feel like I got from my customers.
Absolutely. And that's why I do a combination of both. I'll post some in my stories. I post some on my feed, kind of just play around with it so that it's kind of getting in both places. So I don't know, what are your thoughts? Do you have any thoughts, questions? Do you think this would be helpful?
I think the weekly thing is really helpful, just because work for me right now is super manic and I do not want to be smacking myself in the face, kicking myself in the butt too, right before work, because, oh man, I was so busy. I didn't post like my product that one day.
Yeah.
And that's what I think
with
too.
that.
And and then also we thought like some people are very visual. So
Yeah.
and some people are like checkbox, like, and I'm kind of like that. Like you want to just like check off the boxes. And then for people that like are like me that are also ultra competitive, well, I'm gonna want to get the most points. You know what I mean? Just because that's my personality. And especially if I know other people are doing it and other people are being accountable, and like, I don't know, we could get creative of how we do that. I mean, we want to get back into also doing events. I think that's huge. We need to get people in person. And so obviously whoever like wants to do this, ideally, I think our first thing we would want to do is kind of get a promoter powwow, get some community, get people back together again, kind of just, work together, figure out some ideas, doing sample posts and polls. Tiffany and Dustin are running a great promo right now that Megan just went live with. I don't know if you guys watched Tiffany and Megan live, but they a lot of it was talking about stories and doing polls. So like today, that's how I got more interaction. I was saying how I was going to give out samples. And instead of saying, do you want one? Like, heck yes. Or
Customizing. I seen that.
I said I was going to customize a sample for them. So then it feels more personal to them. And then I said, what could you use more of? More energy or weight loss? So either way, if somebody clicks on it, it's still a yes.
Right.
Tiffany did one that said, do you want mood support or better sleep? Well, then they clicked on it. And then so for her samples, if they like say yes to the sample, and now that's given her the open to go into their inbox without, they raise their hand. She's not cold messaging anyone because they raised their hand. And now she's like, if they said better sleep, I'm also going to send them 1 or 2 packets of rest to, help them. And then plus you're kind of upscaling. And then plus if they're feeling great, then obviously they're going to be like, oh my gosh, yeah, this is awesome. And I want to order. And then if they say mood support, then she's sending them Black Label with their sample. Is that
Yes, every time. If it's Thrive and Live, she's
I was on Maria's Zoom, I don't know, a month or so ago, when they came back from conference, and I was on Maria's Zoom, and all of a sudden Mello's crawling all up around my shoulder. And I think I was on Maria's screen because as soon as it was, she started chuckling pretty good. And
yeah, she like smiling and laughing, like our box was right next to her head.
Yeah,
I was
so
like, we kind of felt like famous.
Yeah,
We were like fan girling. And then Marshmallow just jumped up right on Rock's lap, and she like stopped mid-sentence and just started smiling. And then he jumped down and she kind of chuckled, and we're like, I think she just saw Mellow. Like,
listen, she got me a lot more views and comments. So I mean, her meow is the most annoying thing ever. But if somebody else thinks it's real cute and endearing, we'll talk all day about Thrive as long as they want to see her, whatever.
Yep.
Gonna get her a Thrive collar and use it.
Exactly. Exactly. But that's what I mean. Like, and so Rock, like everybody loves like how Mellow is with him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
he uses that. And so it's just like, I just think you just gotta figure out like what kind of reels people in and then
Yeah.
roll with it, you know. So so yeah, so that's kind of just what we were thinking about. And you know, like just also encouraging people like to do a vision board because a lot of people don't have one. Like
I
again,
don't have one.
and you need one.
Karen.
I know, right?
What keeps you going every day? Like what do you want to achieve? What do you want? Like you know, you when
That
you
will be the fire under your hiney that you need, woman.
A vision board, huh?
Paste that
That might
sucker
be-
on the ceiling above your bed.
And maybe what we'll do is we'll add that on to one of the spots, you know, as a weekly for a
Yeah.
weekly checkpoint. You know, re-look
Yeah.
at your board that you started and do one, and post it in the if you want to do that. Oh, the other one is
Or we could-
motivational video every morning. and
Yep,
we're gonna
that's what I was
challenge-
going through. Like
Okay.
the dream board
Yeah.
and then like
Oh,
self-development.
all right,
Yeah.
gosh, point. So, and if you have a good one or one that was like, holy Cass, this one really set me off today, put it in
And
the
then we
message
would
board.
put it in that-
there.
yeah.
Because somebody else might, you know, get something else out of it or the same thing.
Mhm.
So that's really good at getting back to starting your day every day. Goal cast is really, really good. I mean, obviously you just YouTube search,
Yeah.
but the goal cast,
Well,
is
I'll
really
say
good.
like when I went like when I was going for 12K and then like that 2017 into 2018, I literally did not miss a morning of motivational like stuff. And I at first I started doing it because everyone else was doing it. I kind of thought it was stupid. I'm not gonna lie. I thought vision boards were stupid. And I just couldn't understand like why that would make a difference. I don't know why, but it does. And every single thing that we've ever put on our vision board has come to fruition. I don't know how, I don't know why. Well, except for our outdoor ACES or OASIS, which we're still working on. But we got through the debt. And so that's like the next thing up on there, you know, and it's like, I don't know how or why it works. It's the law of attraction. I don't know if it's like the goals that you like put from your mind to the board and what you see, you believe. I don't know how it works, but it works. Like, and I thought it was the dumbest thing ever. Like, I just thought, like, I just don't understand. Like, this seems so silly, and I'm making this collage, and like, I've made.
I have a really good analogy. It's like the carrot in front of the horse, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It just
It
works.
keeps you going.
I just don't even know how to explain it, but it does. It works.
See,
And
and that's how I feel about it though, Heather. I think, why put a bunch of pictures on a stupid piece of paper? Or, you know, I think, why? What's that going to do to me?
I thought
Because when you see it, it gives you focus on what you want to do and be like, okay, I gotta send this one more reach out to get that. I gotta send, I
Mhm.
gotta, not even that, I gotta think positively to get some of these things. I have to, like, I mean,
Rock kind of thought it was silly too
Yeah.
at first. We both did.
but and then also like it just kind of just comes the thing. And with Karen, like honestly, your transformation and where you look right now, every single Tuesday should be like posted 14 times.
Rock
Kid you
says
not,
he literally says
every
Karen's
it's amazing.
transformation is so awesome. I would be posting it every single day. Every
Yeah.
day.
every day.
Every
Like,
day.
just-
But I'm too ashamed. I'm too ashamed of it. So
No.
I
I'll
don't
start doing it for you then.
Or you, yeah. Send me
I
the
don't care.
photos,
And
put
then
them
we'll
on there.
tag
Yeah.
you.
yeah.
Like seriously.
Like, it
yeah.
is
I'd be
absolutely
like, this girl don't think her hiney looks good. Hello.
Well, and then the other thing is too is like I'm just gonna be really straightforward. If you're ashamed and you're not feeling confident about that, that is going to deflect into your posting. It deflects when
Oh,
you are
yeah.
talking with people because if you can't be confident and proud about that, then no one's gonna join
And
you.
you should be. You
Right.
did the work. You look
can
good. You
feel
do it
that.
every day.
And I
Yeah.
go back to and forgive me before I even say this, Karen.
Okay.
We
Oh,
need to put you next to your twin sister.
oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but there is no comparison.
no,
It's night and day. You look a million times younger, you look healthier, you look happier, your
So-
body is like
But-
amazing.
but I can't post pictures of me and Kathy saying, okay, I look how much better than her.
That's-
I
no.
thrive, she doesn't.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm saying. But my point is, you can see the difference, and
Yeah.
anyone that knows you guys knows that difference. So
Yeah.
you should be proud, and you should be posting those pictures because it's amazing. And I
Mhm.
feel like any of the naysayers that you've had in your family and in friends, and I see it on your Facebook. There's so much negativity on your Facebook,
Yeah,
so much. I would get rid of them people. I'd be like, bye. Like, if you can't say nothing nice, then get the hell out of here. Like,
right.
and
Or take some damn Thrive.
yeah, because they are just so jealous. It's jealousy.
It really is.
They're just flat out jealous. And so you have to find a way to channel that, because I had that negative energy when I started. People were so jealous of me. People were salty. People were rude. And
You
I
went through a couple phases of that.
yeah. And I was just like, whatever, like, see yourself out of here. I remember telling somebody in my kitchen, they said to me, oh, do you know so-and-so? Oh my gosh, he was talking so horrible about you the other day. He was like, Heather, seriously, so irritating, da 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 da. This thing is such a joke, blah, blah, blah. Before she could even finish telling me everything he said, I said, well, you can go ahead and tell him that he can delete me, because I ain't gonna stop, and I don't give two shits what he thinks. And she like stopped dead in her tracks, and she was like, oh. I was like, I don't care. He don't pay my
Yeah.
bills.
Right.
He doesn't know how I used to feel. If he doesn't like it, then leave. Obviously, he's still talking about me, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
Like, they're still talking. So
Yeah.
whatever. So, but that's the thing. That's where we have to encourage each other and just be super strong. So we're gonna run out of time here. So get your list together, get your people together, and then I'll start the accountability group, and let's start getting people in there.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yep.
Yay.
Okay, and we'll work on the spreadsheet, and then we'll get a PDF for that so that we have a visual.
And then we'll be
Sounds great.
And prizes. And
There'll be
prizes. Prizes and
Okay.
prizes.
Yay.
And then Karen, you're gonna do a vision board.
Yes, I will. I will.
Okay. It's great to see your guys' face.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.